What's up guys, it's Naf here. So it has been a long time coming. I am finally going back to God Wars Dungeon 1 to replace my Barrows gear. Now I do have a few pieces of subjugation, but I don't have any gear from Bandos or Armadillo. So today I am looking to get a full Bandos set.
Nice night for a walk.
Wash day tomorrow. Nothing clean, right?
Nothing clean, right?
Hey, I think this guy's a couple cans short of a six-pack.
You're close. Give them to me, now.
Fuck you, asshole!
Okay, so I did get a lot of loot today, so I will be skimming over it rather quickly, but don't worry, I will recap it again at the end. So starting off, I did get 99 defense very early, which was very cool. So my first drop was a Bandos chestplate, really happy to get one of the best drops so early on. And not long after that, I did get Bandos tassets as well, so really happy to get the two best drops from Graardor so early. And just whilst getting kill count, I did get an unexpected War Priest chest. I always forget to have my recorder running, so I didn't actually record the kill, but it is on the ground as a beam, so it is cool getting the War Priest gear, although I may look at alking it. It does suggest it has an alk value of over 500k I believe, so I may look at alking these, but I will probably look into it first. And not long later on the same trip, I did get a Bandos helmet, so really happy with my luck so far. It's a shame it doesn't give a beam, that's half the fun of it for me, but oh well, really happy to be knocking down this Bandos set so quickly. Okay, and there we go with a Godsword Shard 2, one of many to come, so it's cool nevertheless, but unfortunately not a Bandos drop. And there we go, another God Wars Shard 2 for the collection. There is our first effigy, and also War Priest boots, so that's very cool, it's always nice to see a beam. And not long after that, I did get the Bandos gloves drop, so at this point I was sitting at 293 kills and only needed Bandos boots to have my complete Bandos set. So I was pretty happy with my luck and excited to get the boots and be done with it.
You are not prepared.
Okay, and here we are with a War Priest glove drop, so slowly getting the full War Priest set. I'm sort of interested to see the effect. It reduces the cooldown on your abilities, I believe. I've never had this set before, so once I do get that, it'll be interesting to test out. Okay, and my first Bandos duplicate, it is another pair of Bandos gloves. Okay, so we did get our second Bandos chestplate as well. Anyone on a main character would be happy about that, but unfortunately I am not. Although, maybe I'll look at disassembling this, I'm not too sure, but regardless, a beam nevertheless. And just one kill after the Bandos chestplate, I did get a Bandos War Shield. Now, I kind of forgot this was a thing, but I guess it's unique. I'm happy. I'll be interested to test it out, and I guess I've got a tier 70 shield now, so can't complain too much, I suppose. So I did goof the recording. It wasn't on upon starting this trip, but there you go. I did get another Bandos helmet, so that's my second as well. Starting to look at a lot of duplicates, which is making me very sad. I obviously only need the boots to be done with my set now. And there we go, as you can see, I did just hit 100 magic, so it's pretty weird getting such high amounts of experience on an Ironman, but it really is one of those things that just seems to be happening over time. And there we go, another loot beam. So this is the Bandos War Priest helm, so slowly getting that full War Priest set. And there we go with the second effigy drop, not too long after the War Priest helmet drop. And there we go with my first Bandos hilt drop. I don't have 80 smithing to make it into a Godsword, although one day I may be motivated enough to get there. And there we are with another double loot. That is another Godsword Shard 2. That's my third, and also my third effigy in the same kill. So that's pretty cool, but starting to see a lot of duplicates now. So in the process of getting 3 effigies, I did hit 5 in my bank. Now that is the max you can have. You can't have any more, so I did decide to hand them in. Now, as you can see by my stats, I really couldn't open many by myself. So for that reason, I just handed them into the creator. He gives you 5k experience lamps if you can't open the effigy yourself, and you just give them to him. So it's still 25k experience nevertheless, so I did put that in my lowest stats, getting a few levels. And there we go with another effigy, so that is my 4th in total now. And that is my third Bandos item. So my third Bandos helmet, still need the gloves right now, so it's rather disappointing. Don't even get a beam, but what can you do? And yet again, getting kill count, I was not recording. I usually start recording at the end of the trip, and I meant to turn it on before kill count, but I always forget. So there's my War Priest legs. Nearly have the full War Priest set now. And here we go, yet another level. 102 hit points has been achieved. That's my highest stat just because I do a lot of combat and it's always going up when I do PVM. Maybe will be my first 120. It's a pretty cool 120 cape. And there we go, another loot beam. It's my 5th effigy. So they add up in terms of experience, but I really want to see those Bandos gloves at this point. And there we go, another Bandos chest plate. That is my 3rd. If I was a main character, I would be very happy. They are worth a lot compared to the other loot. But what I would do for gloves right now, really starting to feel hammered by it. But I guess I can't complain. Loot is loot. And another God Sword Shard. What would you know? It's another God Sword Shard 2. I haven't got any others. I haven't got any God Sword Shard 1s or 3s whilst being here. I sort of question whether Graardor drops them at all, but there you go. That's the 5th. So at this point, I've been here for 2 days now trying to get this full Bando set. And very early on, I had everything but the gloves. And up until now, I'm still yet to get the gloves, but many duplicates of other things as you've seen, so I'm really feeling it. As you can see, 582 kill count. Now, I'm sure people have had worse luck, but given all I've needed is the gloves for so long, I'm really feeling like giving up. And that's another God Sword Shard too, what would you know? And finally, you can see this is the last kill. I obviously would have had to come back. I still don't have gloves. And then he died, and there was the drop.
Disappointed!
So this was pretty much the last trip. I wasn't even going to come on this trip and I was just going to start editing, but I convinced myself one more and that'll be it. And there you have it. I did manage to get those Bandos boots. I was extremely happy because Bandos was relatively fun. As you can imagine, anything in a large quantity in a short time, it gets rather repetitive, but it was more of a fact of I want to do other things. I wanted to have this video wrapped up for one. And I wanted to do it feeling like I've completed my goal and just don't have to worry about coming back here just for one piece of gear. So getting those boots, I was really happy. The only thing I didn't get was the pet and I guess a few pieces of War Priest, but I'm not too concerned about that. So there you go, 651 kill count is what it took me. So all in all, I'm going to call myself lucky. I'm sure people have had a lot more luck and I'm sure some people have killed thousands without getting the full set on their Ironman. So I'll be able to use melee now without having to wear barrows. That's what matters to me and I'm really happy about that. And as you can see as well, 7.7 mil. That's a massive jump from what I started with. I believe that's about 4.4 mil made. That doesn't sound too great me saying it like that, but realistically, I was continually paying for instances as well. And I died about 3 times, which was about 250k to buy back my gear each time. So when you think of it that way, it was probably more around nearly 5 mil made probably. That's pretty good for an Ironman just for straight gold. I could make more if I wanted to out this Bandos loot, but there's no chance I'm doing that. So as you can see, the overall loot. And there were some other noted things that went into my bank, but I didn't really keep track of those things. I was obviously just after the Bandos. Lucky too, I only had 80 unicorn scrolls left. I went through about 700 of them, I believe. So I need to farm some more unicorn horns. And to finish things up, I'm getting my defense cape. So it's a great cape. It does have the effect of not letting you die when you run out of health once. I believe it's for every 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something. I'm not 100% sure. But regardless, it's a great 99 cape effect. I was currently using hit points for the extra life regen out of combat, I believe. So the defense cape is actually a lot better. So I'll use that in future. But that is all for me today. I'm actually going to go straight to Armadillo now and farm Creera, and just to get a full non-degradable range set. So if you did like this video, definitely stay tuned for that one. It should be out within a few days, but it does honestly depend on my luck. It could be done in 100 kill count or so, or it could be hundreds. It really depends. So fingers crossed it doesn't take too long, but it is what it is. But that's it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.